Hi, I'm Amber, and I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you have decided to kind of give this to yourself and give this to your writing and sort of start to step up and show up for yourself in a different way, because that's really exciting and really fun. And so we aren't actually officially starting until tomorrow. I just wanted to do a little bit of like a welcome, and I wanted to do a little channeling on your writing and your journey, and just sort of to get us into the place where we want to be when we are writing from from our hearts, from our deepest stories, from our deepest truth, from our light, whatever that is. And I don't know if you can hear it, but um, it's raining right now. And I'm in California, so we really need it. But it's just pattering down on the roof of my little hobbit hole here, so that's really nice. Anyway, you are here because you have a really, big gift to share with the world, whether that's, a memoir about some really transformative experience where, you know, you showing up fully for yourself shows other people how to show up fully for themselves. Or maybe it's fiction. It's, some amazing like dragon adventure that, will delight the population. Whatever it is, I'm so glad that you're here and you're ready to kind of dive in to this process, because my vision and my experience with writing is that when we really kind of learn how to feel our emotion and tap into our own creative genius, which kind of sometimes hides behind the emotion, and we have to really like feel the feelings before we can really get to that deep, deep creative space. And every one of us has access to the same creative genius that Shakespeare did, or J.K. Rowling, who's my favorite example of this. We all can tap into that same like universal source of creative brilliance, and I find that really exciting. I hope you do too, because it just means that we can make really incredible, amazing things. And so the process I have found is really, it's kind of threefold. It's pretty simple actually. It's clearing out your just the stuff, the emotion, the experience, and really kind of transforming that, so that it taps you deeper into yourself and allows you to move to the next step, which is connect, and that is really feeling into yourself and tapping into the wisdom that you have. And that's actually why this course isn't going to be technical in any way. Like, I'm not going to tell you like how to write or do a chapter or write your first page. I'm not going to tell you that, because I'm going to trust that your guidance as we tap into it is going to take you on the perfect journey to get your book out there. It's going to guide you beautifully in a way that I never could, because you know what's best for your book. And so really, I just want to tap you into that place where you really feel that, and you know that, and you feel like you can trust that. And then, the final step is really just create. It's, just continuing to cycle through the process and show up, as often as you feel pulled to show up for your book, and just keep channeling it through, and, through your fingers and onto the keyboard, or, the fountain pen if you're old school, which would be awesome. So yeah, that's really what we're going to be doing this week, and I'm so excited we will be. But yeah, before we dive into that, I do want to do a little bit of a channel for you. If you're not familiar with it, I do something called intuitive channeling, and basically it's just, I'll be tapping into your energy wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and the energy of kind of the group. And, hopefully what comes through will be something that's really helpful or comforting for you right now, or kind of like, gives you the energetic oomph to move forward. So let's just see what shows up. Your work is needed, and it is deeply valuable. you have something to share that no one else on this planet can share. You have access to the same genius, the same creativity that every human has, but you filter it through differently. Your experiences, your wisdom, your your life on the planet has turned it's honing your message into something that nobody else can share, that no one else can do in the way that you can. And there are people, many, many people who need what you have. And so it is your responsibility to open up to what you have to share, and to lay it out and to put it out there so that people can be encouraged and healed and lit up and sparked and entertained and just brought great joy by your words and by your book. And but it's also a process that will require a lot of you, that will ask you to shine a flashlight on your darkest places and do the brave work of stepping into those dark places and those shadows and seeing what there is to transform there, what there is to add, where needs light, where in those places you can shine that light. Because as you shine that light for yourself, you will shine it for others. You will show others how to inspect their own dark places and their own shadows and come through into the light in a way that helps them not fear that darkness, and to know that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, and that whatever shows up is something that they can handle, that they can move through with grace and peace and truth, and knowing that they can access whatever they need to access whenever they need to access it. And you do that by learning yourself and learning the language of yourself and your emotions, and learning to navigate this life and your work and your writing without judging it, without worrying about whether or not it's enough, without worrying about where it will land or who will read it. It's about creating from that place within you that is burning and longs to share and to connect and to light its own spark and spark off the lights and the fires of others. Right, I think that's good. So I will see you tomorrow for our first official day. Thank you so much for being here.